everybody and welcome to this week's Tune In Tuesday. This week I'd like to talk to you about microplastics. Now microplastics by definition are any plastics that are less than 5 millimeters in size. Though they may be small in size, they're certainly not small in numbers. It's estimated that up to 51 trillion of these plastic particles have already accumulated in the marine environment. Now, microplastics can be divided into two different categories, primary and secondary. Really simple terms, primary microplastics are manufactured to be small, whereas secondary microplastics are bigger items that have broken up. So let's go through them. In the primary microplastics category, we have about 4 different types that you might be aware of. We have the microfibers, the nurdles, the biobeads and the microbeads. So starting with the microfibers, these are fibres that come from synthetic clothing, and it's estimated that these make up about 35% of the primary microplastic pollution. It's estimated that one garment can produce up to 2,000 of these microfibres per wash. And these, unfortunately, due to their small size, are quite often not filtered out by wastewater treatment plants. Then we have the nurdles and the biobeads. So you might well have found these on your beach cleans. The nurdles are the pre-production pellets that make up the products of plastic that we know and love. It takes 600 of these to make just one plastic bottle, but they have pretty much minimal cost to them, which is why there's really no financial incentive to companies clearing these up when there are spillages. Approximately 250 of these, which is about the amount that's in this container, cost just 1 penny. Now, researchers found that up to 53 billion of these plastic pellets are lost every year in the UK alone, many of which find their way into the marine environment. Now, over to the biobeads. So these are used as a filtration media in wastewater treatment plants. And in 2010, a wastewater treatment plant in Truro lost up to 5 billion of these biobeads into the aquatic ecosystem. So the final primary microplastic that I want to talk to you about is microbeads. So these are the plastic particles that are put into some cosmetic products. And it's estimated that if you use any of these products, you could be sending up to 100,000 microplastics down the drain per shower. So moving on to the secondary microplastics now. So as I say, these are larger items that have broken up either due to wave action or UV radiation. It's predicted that about 80% of the plastic in the marine environment originates from land-based sources. So any plastic that gets littered or dispersed from landfill sites due to wind could end up in the ocean and will begin to break up due to wave action or UV radiation. But this is just plastics breaking up and up into smaller pieces. They're not going anywhere. Plastics actually breaking down is a totally different story altogether. And some research has shown that there's a special type of bacteria that can break down the hydrocarbon polymers that make up plastics. But this is a story for another day. For now, I'm going to show you some old footage I have where we headed out with Captain Keith from AK Wildlife Cruises out of Falmouth trawling for microplastics, just so you can see what truly lurks beneath the surface.